Welcome to LFC Transfer HQ, your ultimate source for all things Liverpool FC transfers. Like and subscribe for more football updates. Our first news is door is open for Liverpool to complete £35 million transfer deal. Guéhi's future under consideration at Palace. Marc Guéhi's near move to Liverpool on deadline day captured the attention of both club supporters. The Premier League champions were reportedly ready to complete a £35 million deal for the Palace skipper, with part of his medical already concluded. Yet the transfer fell through at the final moment after discussions within the Palace hierarchy. Speaking to TalkSport, Steve Pearce explained the decision to hold on to his key defender, even when significant money was on the table. "It's a difficult decision," he said. "In the end, based on the advice I got and with what I think, we decided we'd have a better season if we kept Marc." That clarity suggests Palace see Guéhi as vital to maintaining their Premier League position, particularly under Oliver Glasner's evolving system. Pearce balances finances and squad stability. Pearce admitted the decision to keep Guéhi came down to balancing short-term stability with long-term value. "If we were fighting between the difference of 10th and 14th, if that was going to be the difference between keeping Marc and letting him go, then probably we'd have taken the money," he revealed. Palace's attempt to secure Brighton's Igor Julio on loan fell through when West Ham secured the Brazilian signature instead. That left the South London side short on defensive depth, a factor that influenced Pearce's choice to keep his captain. However, Pearce remains confident the club is preparing for the future. "We've got JD Canvett coming in, who's going to develop, and Chadi Riyad is coming back from injury," he added. "Hopefully, we'll be okay. Emerging depth could prompt change." Those words hint that Palace may reassess Guéhi's position once the defensive picture becomes clearer. With Canvett, Riyad, Maxence Lacroix, and Chris Richards all in the frame, the club's leadership could be persuaded to sanction a sale in the coming transfer windows. Pearce reinforced this view. "In theory, we could get to a place where we don't need to buy one. We could get to a place where we don't need to replace Marc if we keep him all season." Such comments leave the door ajar for Liverpool to revisit discussions in January, should Palace feel they can cope without their captain. Liverpool's defensive situation. Liverpool, meanwhile, continue to assess their options at centre-back. With Giovanni Leone sidelined through injury, Arne Slot currently relies on Virgil van Dijk, Ibrahima Konate and Joe Gomez. Adding Guéhi, a composed, homegrown defender with Premier League experience, could bolster the Reds' push for back-to-back titles. Whether Pearce's pragmatic tone signals openness to future negotiations remains to be seen, but Liverpool's recruitment team. Our second news is report: Arsenal and Man United ready to pay £80 million to win race for Liverpool transfer target. Arsenal and Manchester United are reportedly among the clubs showing a strong interest in Bournemouth's in-form attacking star Antoine Semenyo. The Ghana international has shown for the Cherries in recent times, making a particularly explosive start to this campaign. Semenyo's form last season had already got him onto the radar of big clubs during the summer, with Sky Sports previously linking him with Man United and others. A move didn't materialize on that occasion, but Semenyo has taken his game up another level this term, and Fishages now claim that Arsenal, United and Liverpool are among his suitors. Semenyo would supposedly cost as much as £80 million, and clubs would apparently be prepared to pay that, according to Fishages. Ikages suggest that Liverpool have the advantage in the race to sign Semenyo due to the link they have with the presence of former Bournemouth director Richard Hughes. Hughes raided his old club to bring Milos Kerkez to Liverpool this summer, and one imagines he could be keen to try again with a move for Semenyo. However, the 25-year-old might also think he'd have a better chance of playing regularly at Arsenal or United. Liverpool already have Mohamed Salah, Alexander Isak, Florian Wirtz, Hugo Ekitike and Cody Gakpo as attacking options in the positions Semenyo can play. Arsenal also have a decent amount of depth in the form of Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Martinelli, Ebereki Eze and Noni Madueke, but injuries mean they've often found themselves a bit short up front. United, meanwhile, might feel Semenyo would be an upgrade on their attackers as summer signings Benjamin Sesko, Bryan Mbeumo and Matheus Cunha haven't really settled in and had the desired impact so far. Liverpool could seal a £35 million transfer deal, while Arsenal and Manchester United are battling to pay £80 million for one of the Reds' top targets. Meanwhile, Moises Caicedo shocks fans by splitting from the agent who reportedly blocked his Liverpool move, and journalist James Pearce drops a bold prediction for the January transfer window. Plus, Real Madrid make a dramatic U-turn on a deal involving a Liverpool star and shift focus to a Bundesliga defender, snubbing Ibrahima Konate in their 2026 transfer plan. Stay tuned for all the latest Liverpool transfer news, match updates, and breaking stories. Our third news is Moises Caicedo splits from agent who blocked Liverpool transfer in explosive now-deleted statement. Moises Caicedo joined Chelsea from Brighton and Hove Albion in August 2023 after a summer-long saga following late interest from Liverpool. Moises Caicedo has revealed that he has parted company with Manuel Sierra, the agent who helped orchestrate his move to Chelsea following a late bid from Liverpool, in a now-deleted statement on social media where he appeared to hit out at his former representatives. The Ecuador international joined the Londoners in a deal worth up to £115 million in August 2023. However, Chelsea had previously had a number of bids rejected by Brighton and Hove Albion, before the Seagulls agreed a £111 million deal with the Reds. Liverpool had been led to believe that Caicedo was keen on a switch to Anfield, but the midfielder later refused to report for a medical as he instead made it clear that he actually only wanted to sign for Chelsea. This enabled the Londoners to belatedly thrash out a deal with Brighton. And reports at the time suggested that Sierra had been influential in his client delaying a move to Liverpool in order to give Chelsea one last chance to secure his signature. Caicedo has emerged as a star player at Stamford Bridge over the past 2 seasons, and has been a standout player in the Premier League so far during the current campaign. He scored a spectacular opening goal against the Reds as they lost 2-1 at Chelsea in the final match before the October international break, and has 3 goals from just 7 Premier League outings so far this season, and such form has come despite a big change behind the scenes, as Caicedo took to social media on Monday to confirm he was no longer represented by Sierra in a now-deleted post on Instagram. His announcement read, Chelsea Football Club star Moises Caicedo has separated from and is no longer represented by his former football agent Manuel Sierra of Football Division Worldwide, and he is not represented by Ali Barat of Epic. The contract ended on August 14, 2025, and the player has now appointed people he can trust. The Echo has approached Sierra for comment. Caicedo has made 107 appearances in total since joining Chelsea, and helped the club win both the FIFA Club World Cup and UEFA Conference League last season. His efforts also saw him pick up the club's Player of the Season and Players' Player of the Season awards. Sierra has previously spoken about the Ecuadorian's move to Stamford Bridge, and how they clinched his signature despite Liverpool's own interest. Liverpool was always interested in moi, Caicedo, Sierra told Football Sin Cassette in 2023. The truth is, we had meetings during those months from January to May. But after May, we never heard anything more. We were surprised that suddenly they appeared with something, an offer, that they said that they couldn't do. Stay tuned for all the latest Liverpool transfer news, match updates. Our fourth news is, it wouldn't surprise me, James Pearce shares Liverpool January transfer window prediction. James Pearce has given an early indication as to what Liverpool fans can expect regarding the January transfer window. The Reds splurged massively in the market over the summer, spending almost £450 million on new recruits for Arne Slot's squad, Sky Sports, as the Premier League champions sought to reinforce from a position of strength. However, with one of the new arrivals in Giovanni Leone suffering a cruel ACL injury and another centre-back in Ibrahima Konate less than 9 months away from running down his contract, that area of the pitch looks worryingly threadbare at present. Mark Bruss of the Daily Briefing claimed that Liverpool could seek to bring in more than one central defender in 2026, although Pearce doesn't the Reds to be overly active in January. What has Pearce said about Liverpool's January transfer window? Responding to a reader's query in a Q&A for The Athletic as to the likelihood of defensive recruitment in the winger, the journalist outlined, it was a real blow losing Leone for the season, but Liverpool still seem relaxed about their centre-back options. Whether further injuries or form trigger a change of heart in the coming months, we'll have to wait and see. After a summer of unprecedented spending from the club, it wouldn't surprise me if the January window is very quiet. Arne Slot may be down to 3 specialist senior centre-backs, but Ryan Gravenberch, Wataru Endo and Andy Robertson can also operate there. Pearce added that any repeat attempt at signing Mark Guéhi is much more likely to happen next summer than in January. Liverpool must learn from recent history. Liverpool fans won't need reminding about how a spate of injuries to our centre-backs crippled our chances of retaining the Premier League title when we were last defending champions in 2020-21, and the Anfield hierarchy would be wise to beware the possibility of a repeat scenario this season. Even with Konate coming under fire for his performances in recent weeks, Slot has continued to start him over Joe Gomez, who mightn't be content with another campaign of bit-part involvement after more than a decade on Merseyside. The Reds are only one defensive injury away from having no senior cover at centre-back, and it's not unthinkable that, just like 5 years ago, Rhys Williams could yet be asked to step up in case of emergency. As Pearce mentioned, Liverpool are highly unlikely to splurge in January after being so active in the summer market, but there must be a willingness on the board's part to make the most of the one mid-season opportunity that they have to bolster the squad. Events between now and the new year could alter the Reds' list of priorities, but as things stand, stay tuned for all the latest Liverpool transfer news, match updates, and breaking stories. Our fifth news is Real Madrid make dramatic U-turn in deal to sign Liverpool star. Real Madrid cool interest in Liverpool defender after mixed form. Madrid pull back from Anfield target. Real Madrid have cooled their interest in a key Liverpool player after what Spanish outlets describe as an inconsistent start to the season, according to Team Talk. The report suggests that doubts have grown among Madrid's hierarchy about whether the defender fits their long-term vision, with his performances said to have raised questions in the Bernabeu corridors. Madrid had been closely monitoring the situation, especially after signing Trent Alexander-Arnold last summer, but sources indicate a surprise change in stance. The Spanish club, once thought to be front-runners, may now look elsewhere in the transfer market. Liverpool, meanwhile, remain relaxed about the situation. The player's contract discussions continue, and the club believe he still has a key role to play under Arne Slot. Our view, BPL Index Analysis. For Liverpool supporters, this news will be met with relief rather than disappointment. Losing one star to Madrid last summer was difficult enough, and another departure would have disrupted a defensive structure still finding its rhythm under Arne Slot this season. Many fans have been frustrated by inconsistent performances, but the player's physicality, aerial ability, and recovery pace remain vital for Liverpool's back line. He offers something few defenders in Europe can match when fully fit, even if concentration lapses have occasionally invited criticism. Madrid cooling their interest feels like a blessing in disguise. The player needs confidence and stability, not constant speculation. Slot's system demands brave defenders comfortable stepping high and engaging opponents early, and with more tactical clarity, there is every chance he can rediscover top form. Liverpool fans will also view this as an opportunity for the club to act decisively. Extending his contract and reaffirming his place in the project would send a clear message of faith. If the Reds are to challenge for honours again, keeping their defensive core intact is crucial. Madrid's pause gives Liverpool breathing space, but it must be used wisely. Stay tuned for all the latest Liverpool transfer news, match updates, and breaking stories. Our last news is Real Madrid prioritize Bundesliga star over Ibrahima Konate in 2026 transfer plan. Real Madrid have had a decent start to the 2025-26 campaign under the leadership of Xabi Alonso as they are currently leading the La Liga points table. Los Blancos are gradually adapting to Alonso's new style of play, and they also faced a rare blimp when they lost 5-2 against Atletico Madrid. However, they are desperate to prove that as an aberration and have continued to dominate oppositions even after the Madrid derby. While they have invested a lot of money on their defense this summer with the signings of Dean Huijsen, Alvaro Carreras and Trent Alexander-Arnold to strengthen their roster. They are expected to continue their spending spree next summer on defense as they are looking to replace a couple of aging defenders in Antonio Rudiger and David Alaba. Hence, they have been linked with several centre-backs who are available in the market for free or for nominal transfer fee next summer. There were rumours that Real Madrid are pushing for a free transfer of Liverpool defender Ibrahima Konate, whose contract is expiring next summer. However, considering his recent performances for Liverpool, he has gone down the pecking order among Los Blancos' shortlisted options. According to reports on Spanish publication Cadena SER, Real Madrid have prioritized a move for Bayern Munich defender Dayot Upamecano over Konate next summer. The Spanish giants are ready to offer the Frenchman €20 million, $23 million, signing fee, something that he has demanded at Bayern Munich. The Bavarians are keen to hold on to Upamecano and are in constant talks with his agent over contract extension despite the strong interest from Real Madrid. Why are Real Madrid prioritizing a move for Upamecano? Upamecano has been one of the most improved players under Vincent Kompany's reign at Bayern Munich. He is someone directly responsible for their outrageous start to the season with 10 straight wins across competitions. The Frenchman's abilities are known to all, but his primary problem has been around his consistency throughout the season. He has been guilty of some infamous errors which has taken down his goodwill as a world-class defender. As per reports, Upamecano is happy in Munich and wants to continue under Kompany, but his demands of wages and signing bonus have been a point of difference in the contract renewal talks. The 26-year-old wants appreciation from Bayern management just like they did in their previous contract extension with Alphonso Davies. Overall, Upamecano has been excellent in building from defense, brings physicality, and also has great recovery pace and is well equipped to play in different systems. Therefore, he becomes an ideal fit for Alonso's system and would be a great player to partner Huijsen in Real Madrid's backline if the deal goes through next summer. Stay tuned for all the latest Liverpool transfer news, match updates, and breaking stories. Thanks for watching. That's all for today's transfer update. But the transfer window never sleeps, and neither do we. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the latest Liverpool FC transfer news, rumors, and confirmed deals. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update, because at LFC Transfer HQ, you'll never walk alone.